Good morning and a very happy Father's Day to you. Here in the UK it is Father's Day, but even if you're not in the UK, happy Father's Day too. So let's get on with today's stream. So today we are playing with Vincent Valentine. He is new with the Final Fantasy set, and he has, whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a number of +1/+1 counters on Vincent Valentine equal to that creature's power. Whenever Vincent Valentine attacks, you may transform it. And then once it's transformed, it has Trample, Lifelink, and when Galleon Beast dies, you can return it to the battlefield. So what you've got to try and do is decide when to transform him, because you can keep making him powerful, but if he dies before you transform him, then you'll have to pay the commander tax. Whereas if he's transformed, he doesn't gain any more power, but he will return back to the battlefield. So if there's a board wipe or anything like that your opponent plays, then at least he's a bit protected in that way. We've got other ways to protect him as well, like Mithril Coat, and this deck is very heavy on the kill your creatures kind of deck, so there's lots of ways to do that. So we've got cards like Infernal Grasp, we've got Go for the Throat, we've also got cards that will give us life whenever a creature dies, and that's whether it's their creature, our creature, with Blood Artist. We've also got on here, we have, where are you, Zulaport Cutthroat, which will also give us life, and they will lose life. And we've got the enchantment, where are you, Bastion of Remembrance, which will first of all create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token, and whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So we want lots of death, basically. Very morbid for a Sunday morning, I'll grant you that, but yeah, it's a great deck. It's fun to play when it works. Grave Pact is also in there, which is one of my all-time favourite cards. And that is, if one of my creatures dies, then you have to sacrifice one of yours. And that works really, really well with creatures like Jadar, who creates a zombie with Decayed each turn, and Yahini, where I can sacrifice one of my creatures to give Yahini indestructible. So there's lots of ways to try and kill them or slow them down, like Painful Quandary and stuff like that. So let's do this. Let's get into the queue and hopefully have some fun. Okay, so I'm going to be streaming to, yes, I'm in the middle of building a Lightning deck and a Tifa Lockhart deck for the next stream. So I'm currently doing that at the minute, which is why I've been playing with the Lightning deck. And it's almost there. I'm quite happy with it, but we will see when we come to play on Tuesday. Okay, so yeah, we're hoping for a very creature heavy deck. It doesn't work so well when we're against planeswalkers or decks that are, you know, enchantment led or whatever, so we definitely like to get paired up with green. That's a good deck to play against with this deck. Vincent is a great card. He's amazing character. Excuse me. So we're going up against Atraxa, Praetor's Voice. So the Death Touch is a bit of a problem, but we have ways to deal with her. She doesn't have Indestructible, which is good, but she does have Vigilance and Lifelink. So, and she's a 4/4, so she's a bit of a problem to deal with. But we've got ways to make them sacrifice. We've got we can keep Greedy Freebooter, keep him alive, and then sacrifice him with Innocent Blood, and hopefully that will get rid of Sheoldred. And we've not Sheoldred, sorry, Atraxa, and we've got our own Sheoldred. So I'm going to keep this hand. So let's try and slow them down. I would like to get Zephyroth in this deck, because I think that would work really well, but unfortunately I don't have the wild card for that. So yeah, let's see how we'll get on. It's a multicolored deck, so I'm expecting to see kill spells of their own and board wipes. So fingers crossed we won't see many of that, and we can keep Vincent alive until we're ready. So this is really just going to be a bit of a prep sort of couple of turns. Tiny bones, for anybody that doesn't know, you can, when you deal combat damage, you can play something from their graveyard if you've got the mana for it. So it's a great little card, also has the death touch, but Atraxa, she has flying, so unless I get creatures with flying, which I don't have many in this deck, then yeah, we're gonna struggle to block Atraxa. And also Atraxa at the end of their turn will proliferate, which again is a bit of a problem. So I think I'm just going to attach Shadow Spear to Tiny Bones for now. Just start gaining that life while I've got nothing else to play and they've got no creatures on the board. It's not much life, but at least it's getting that little bit of advantage. Thank you for joining the stream, guys. We are playing with Vincent Valentine today. Okay, so they're ramping. And they've got another land that they can sacrifice to get something else. And that's what you tend to see with Atraxa decks. Lots of ramp, get to Atraxa as soon as possible, which is going to be this turn. So they have the mana, but they're not doing it. They're going with the Wren and the Realm Breaker. Planeswalker. So I am going to kill that. Oh, Tamiyo. Horrible, horrible. I'm going to go for Atraxa. Not Atraxa, Wren. This turn. That's going to kill Tamiyo. And Vincent is going to get an extra power. Or he won't, because Tamiyo doesn't have power, of course, and they're going to destroy all creatures. So like I say, board wipe. And because he wasn't transformed, he goes to the command zone. And that's okay. So I'm expected we're going to see Atraxa next turn, and that's okay. So we're going to play Sheoldred. Are they going to want to protect Wren with Atraxa if they play that, or are they just going to kill it? Yeah, that's fair, totally fair. We do have lots of graveyard what's the word? Graveyard bringer-backerers in this deck. Okay, so they've transformed a Plains, which has Hexproof and Vigilance. So hopefully we'll be able to get Vincent Valentine out next time. We'll hold up that hero's downfall. And we'll play Vincent Valentine. We're not going to play Innocent Blood because that means we would have to sacrifice Vincent, and I don't want to do that. So they are milling cards, and I'm assuming Atraxa's coming down, or another board wipe. That wouldn't surprise me. Dublin season, okay. So we'll attach that to Vincent to give him lifelink. We'll hold up the hero's downfall and Innocent Blood, and now we've got a way to get rid of Atraxa next as soon as it drops, if it drops, and that's if they don't play another board wipe, which again is possible with like Toxic Deluge. They're going to make him into a treasure. That's what they're going to do. But I'm going to destroy that. Yeah, and Dublin Season's gonna, okay, yeah, that's fine. And then all they need to do is proliferate once, and I am dead. So let's get rid of that. And we've also got a Tithing Blade, which will make them sacrifice, so let's attack. We're not going to transform. end turn. I mean, they'll be able to play Atraxa again the turn after. Or I imagine they'll have a spell that will give me a poison counter. So that's another thing, because Atraxa proliferates each turn, that any planeswalker they play is going to get nice and hefty. Here comes Atraxa. We're going to play we're going to pass that. I don't know why it wouldn't. Oh, it's a sorcery. Yeah, I'm dead. That's it. I'm going to get a blood counter, a poison counter, and I am dead. And I think, because the life total is only 25, and I know it is for standard is 20, and it's the same rule for standard, but I think poison should be increased, especially with how much proliferates on there. I just think it needs to be increased to 15. I mean, doubling season and or Vorinclex with a planeswalker, and you're laughing. You can do its ultimate ability straight away. So yeah, good game. But let's go on to the next. So yeah, happy Father's Day to any viewers that have joined. I was lucky enough to get some a pair of magnifying glasses, which which will help me when I paint my 40k, which is brilliant. And the kids made me lots of things, which I'm really pleased with. My daughter last night made some brownies, and they look so good. So I'm going to be munching on them today. We have lots of kill spells. We've got Lord Skitter, which is going to make us those tokens. If we can make enough rats and we pull I can't think what it's called, the rat king, the rat doohickey, and you sacrifice 3 rats and then you can take control of target creature. Cavern of Souls is also good because we're playing against the blue deck, so we're probably going to see some counters. So let's play Hungry Ghoul. That allows us to sacrifice another creature, i.e. a rat, and we'll get this will get bigger, and that will work really well with Grave Pact if we're lucky enough to pull Grave Pact. And we will play. Vincent Valentine is a assassin, but the most common card is Phyrexian. I'm going to go for assassin. We don't want our commander to keep getting countered every time we try and play. So now we have Lord Skitter. He's going to create us that token. We're going to attack with 1 because we don't have 1 mana to sacrifice it this time. We've also got Sheoldred's Assimilator, so we can start bringing stuff back from the graveyard as well. They've seen the Cavern of Souls. They've decided to hold up, but we don't have another land anyway. So I'm going to sack the rat, and I'm going to make Hungry Ghoul bigger. And if they, I'm not going to, no, cancel that. And I'm going to attack next. If they play something with flash to try and block, yeah, that's fair. They probably should have killed Sour King, but I imagine they're going to have lots more kill spells. Let's get that down and we'll bring back Hungry Ghoul. We'll put him back into our library. So that's good with this deck. Nothing's ever truly dead. It would be great to play Vincent. We're not going to attack this turn. And the next turn we'll get them to sacrifice Breya, hopefully, or we could just kill Breya and make Vincent nice and beefy, nice and juicy Vincent. We can do both. So Yeah, they're going to attack. That's fine. They're going to have that treasure token. Again, fine. So we're going to play that. So they'll sacrifice a non-token creature. Have they got a 1 spell instant kill? Probably not. Okay, fine. That's fine. Even beefier. So what are they choosing? I was going to play Infernal Grasp then. That's fine. And then we'll play Infernal Grasp. To make him even bigger, and then yeah, and they concede. I was going to transform him this turn because they would have had more kill spells, but having a beefy demon that will come back, amazing. And then attack with my Phyrexian, which would have put another card from my graveyard back into the library, cooking with gas. So who's next in the queue? And that's what's great about this deck. You know, you can bring stuff back, you can kill lots of things, you can get them to sacrifice their own creatures. So it's good stuff when it works, and that's if it works. I have probably around a 50% win rate with this deck. Yeah, like I said before, I'd like to get Sheoldred in it, but I just don't have the wildcards for it. The deck list is in the description. If you want to have a look at that, if you've got any ideas and ways to make it better, then let me know. So, Piper of the Swarm, that's the card I was trying to think of. So if you sacrifice 3 rats, you can gain control of a target creature. We've got some protection here, and we've got ways to draw cards. So even though we've only got 2 lands, I'm going to keep it. This deck has 38 lands in it, I think. I absolutely love the art of this land. I'm so pleased they gave it for free. They do have green, and they have ways of casting spells from their graveyard. So I'm going to play Blight Beetle, which has protection from green, and it stops them from being able to get +1/+1 counters. And they have the Psychic Frog, and you can put a +1/+1 counter on it by sacrificing something. Discarding a card, sorry, not sacrificing. And whenever a creature does combat damage to a player or planeswalker, draw a card. Okay, so we didn't pull a land, unfortunately. So I'm going to play Piper of the Swarm. So if they attack with Psychic Frog, I've got a little bit of defense there. And I'm not going to attack. We're going to keep that Blight Beetle back. There's no point in attacking with it. Hopefully we'll get that land so we can start preparing for Vincent. Now I'm going to protect Psychic Frog. I'm sure they're going to discard, make it bigger. They'll have to discard 2 cards, but it can't have the +1/+1. And there you go. Yeah, I see you're looking at Piper of the Swarm. Oh, brilliant. Still need that land, so I'm going to protect the Blight Beetle. I think that's going to really upset them a bit because, yeah, they're going to want to get those +1/+1 counters with Psychic Frog. So we're in a good spot at the minute. I'm just going to hold back. We're in no rush. Just need to get those lands. There are plenty of lands in this deck. There's no reason why we shouldn't be pulling lands. Shadow Spear. I'm going to start creating rats. If in doubt, create a rat. And I'm not going to attack. So whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, draw a card. Oh, so they've now got a nice big beefy creature, but we can always block with Blight Beetle, and they don't have trample. So yeah, that doesn't worry me. But we really need more mana. Let's create another rat. And again, no attack. We're just going to sit here. What do I want? Cavalier Storm. When this creature enters, reveal the top. Not Cavalier Storm. Cavalier of Thorns. Okay, they've destroyed that enchantment, and then they're going to destroy Blight Beetle. Fair. Yeah. That's fair. At least they've used... Oh no, if I block, they will discard. So I'm not going to. I'm just going to sit here happy. I'll take 5 life. Unfortunately, I don't have the mana to do its ultimate. Ah, here we go. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. But where do we go from here? Let's get Yahenni down. He's got haste. We can make him indestructible. So I'm going to attack. And then I will sacrifice one of the rats if they defend with Ravenous Chupacabra. Are they going to defend? Yes. So I'm going to sack a rat. That's going to make Yahenni indestructible. That dies and Yahenni gets bigger. Lovely jubbly. And then I've got that protection next turn that if they try and kill it, I can make it him indestructible again. This spell costs 2 less to cast as long as it's destroy target permanent. No thank you. Thank you for trying. The problem is though, they're going to be able to play anything that I do kill. Once Moldrover, they're going to be able to return stuff from the graveyard each turn. They're going to be able to play a creature or any other permanent spell. Instants and sorceries, not so much. So, okay, they're going to attack. If I block, they are going to sacrifice, so that's fine. Okay, so we're going to hold off. Hopefully we'll get that land. We do have the Shadow Spear, so we can get life later on. And that's a speck of a problem right there. But that's going to give us a token that we can sacrifice. And if we destroy the token, we can give Yahenni indestructible. So I'm going to hold Yahenni back. I'm not going to attack this turn. So hopefully we can kill at least one of their creatures. I imagine they're only going to attack with something big and beefy. No, they're giving up Sidisi. Okay. And then Minw. There goes the worst card in Magic to play against. So we're going to get rid of this. They're going to lose a life. It's going to give Yahenni indestructible, and then I'm going to block Sidisi. So I'm going to block. So I would lose 11 life. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to, yeah, take it right in the face. But Yahenni's going to get bigger. We've still got a creature to sacrifice if we need to. And here comes Moldrover. So they will be able to play permanents from their graveyard. Look at them all going back to their hand, and they have some horrible cards. they could kill something with Ravenous Chupacabra. Tameo is horrible. I'm just not getting the mana, unfortunately. Okay, but we can get Vincent out. But I could make them sacrifice at least one of their creatures, which I'm going to do. So they're going to sacrifice something. I'm going to sacrifice Piper of the Swarm. So I'm going to gain a life. Now we've got a 5/5. I'm not going to attack, but I've got some defense, and then I can sacrifice guys. I think I'm dead next turn though. I don't think I've played this in the right order, unfortunately. Thank you for joining the stream, guys. If you've got ways in which you think I could improve this deck, please feel free to leave a comment. Something bad's coming this turn. Feel it. Yep. So if they try, whatever they try and kill, I can either make it. Yeah. So I will sacrifice that. That's going to give me another life. That's going to make him indestructible. Yeah, I'm definitely dead next turn. Yep, GG. Good game. They should have just attacked, and it would have been game anyway, but yeah, there we go. Well done. Yeah, I was stuck with the mana, and there are enough lands in this deck, so that shouldn't happen, but it does. That's just the way of the cards. The cards were not in my favour this turn. Okay, so we've lost 2 and we've won 1, but we're still having fun even with the losses. Love playing Magic. Excuse me. So next stream is going to be on Tuesday, and I'll be playing with Tifa, which is a green landfall deck, which I'm currently in the process of making. I haven't finished that yet. I only got her yesterday when I opened a pack, so yeah, hopefully during the stream we'll go up a level and we'll get another pack, see what we can get. I also want to unlock Jonah. Is it Jonah, the 5 mana spell that when you cast a legendary creature it finds another legendary creature and you get +X where that's the amount of legendary creatures you have, which an amazing card. Expensive to get out, obviously you need all 5 colours, but, and here we go, we're playing against a Tifa deck, so we're going to see that landfall in action. So whenever a land comes into play, it's going to double the Tifa's power, and it's got trample, so she is difficult, but she does only have a toughness of 2. Hopefully I can keep her at bay. She is cheap, and I can bring back something from the graveyard, so that's good. I think I'm gonna do I play Jadar this turn? And yes. The thing is, I know that this deck can win on turn, 3, turn 4. So it is fast. And especially now with Emerald Medallion out. So they've got 3 mana, out comes Tifa, then they're going to play something that will let them play lands. Tifa's going to get big, but has Summoning Sickness. So there we go. So already it's 3. And whenever a land comes in, that's going to double, and then they'll play something else that enable them to play another, and so on and so on. So I'm going to slow them down and get rid of that enchantment. I would have liked to have had that in hand when I play Vincent, but let's get rid of that audacity. Yes, they draw a card, but and then we'll attack. They're not going to swap a token for Lotus Cobra. Yeah, but I'll create another token, so that's fine. And then next turn we'll get Vincent out. Massacre Worm's going to help if I can get to that stage. We've managed to slow Tifa down just that spec, which is going to help. Again with Summoning Sickness, and if I can keep doing that, keep her at bay, then we're laughing. But that's the problem, isn't it? It's keeping her at bay. Okay, so we've got some card draw. So let's play Vincent. I've got no kill spells. I'm going to attack just in case they want to block. They're not going to want to block. Unfortunately, the zombie with decay doesn't block anyway, can't block, so there's no point in keeping it. They're saying good game, which means they think they're going to win this turn. Which is very cocky of them, I must say. Yeah, now that's going to double to 8. Now that's going to double to 16. And then that's going to double again. See, told you. It's such a quick, fast-paced thingy. Dick moved to press good game now, but yeah, I'm not going to be salty about it. Good game. Yeah, if only I had another instant kill, I would have not blocked with. I'm going to block with 1, but yeah, when you're taking that much damage, and this is exactly why I'm building this deck now, because I do love green. Green's probably my favourite colour, and I'm looking forward to building and playing with the deck. So yeah, good game. Even though it went exactly the way I thought it was going to go. You never get the cards in hand when you need them. Like lots of removal. I have lots of removal. But even slow, that would have happened turn 3 if I hadn't have killed it. So, okay, let's go. I'm not doing today's task because it's only 500 gold. I did try swapping it, obviously. But playing with this deck doesn't affect that anyway, so that's good. So we're playing against Hylda of the Icy Crown. I'm not sure what she does, so we'll check that out. So we've got some draw spell. We can bring stuff back from the graveyard. We can make our creatures bigger and give us some mana. And we've got a fantastic Planeswalker with Liliana. So no other creatures, which might be a bit of a problem. But we're going to stick with it. We're going to... yeah. Yeah. Stick it for a biscuit. Right. Let's do it. Esper Sentinel. Great card. Okay, let's have a look what she does. Whenever you tap an untapped creature an opponent controls, you may pay 1. When you do, choose 1. You create a 4/4. Oh, nice. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, or scry 2. So, wowzers. Yeah, that's... so my creature's going to get tapped a lot. But we've got Blood Artist, so whenever a creature dies, they're going to lose a life, and I'm going to gain a life, and that's whether it's their creature or mine. Blood Artist is a fantastic card. They're going to have a counter spell, possibly. Well, it won't be a mana drain. But I'm going to try and get Heraldic Banner out rather than the Funeral Room. They're going to get to draw a card. Black. So we now have a 1/1, and I'm not going to attack. I'm not going to risk giving up Blood Artist. Okay, so they're not holding up a counter spell. There is a free counter spell, and yeah, they're going to start tapping my creatures. Fine, absolutely fine. So we're going to play that and then play Vincent, which is now a 3/2. I'm not going to attack. I can't defend the flyer. I imagine Vincent's going to get tapped. And they're going to start creating. Yeah, that's fine. can't block the Dream Shackle Geist. What to do? What to do? I don't want to make them sacrifice 2 creatures because I only have 1. Maybe I need to hold on to that and play that, so they will lose a life. I will pay the 1. So I don't want to kill a creature. Yeah. I'm not going to attack. Do I attack with Vincent? Oh, no, too late now. So I'm not going to attack. They're going to tap Vincent. They're going to start getting that +1/+1. Or a 4/4. What we need is the Sheoldred's Edict. So they will have to sacrifice one of their creatures. They're going to attack me. I'm not going to. Thank you, baby. Just been brought a lovely cup of coffee on this, the Day of Fathers. I'm not going to block. They do have a 4/4, and that's okay, because I'm going to feed the swarm and kill the 4/4. I'm going to pay the 1. Yes. And Vincent's going to get nice and beefy. Yeah, we'll do it in that order. And we're going to attack with 7/6, and when this artifact enters, tap up to 1 target artifact or creature, put 2 stun counts on it. Of course. So that means it's not going to untap for 2 turns, which is really annoying. These kind of decks are annoying to play against. So it might be better to do the Blasphemous Edict. They're going to lose a lot of life. I'm going to gain life, and Vincent Valentine, I'll just play him next turn. That's going to really slow them down. So I'm gonna hold back. In fact, I'm going to sacrifice him now. I would really love another, doesn't matter which order that goes, so they're going to lose 2 life, I'm going to gain 2 life, and draw those 2 cards. If I'd have left him in, I could have brought him back, and I'm going to play Shadow Sphere. Okay, and then next turn, we're going to play Blasphemous Edict, and then when I unlock that room, I can return all creature cards from my graveyard to the battlefield. So they're going to tap my creature. Fine, create another angel. I'm going to lose life this turn, that's fair, but I'm going to gain a lot of life next turn. Yeah, you all have that. That's no bother. They're going. Is that lethal? It might be lethal. No, not quite. Not quite. Okay, so resolve. We'll pay the 1. You know what? Let's pay the 1. And they're countering it. Okay, well let's. Yeah, GG. It was a good game, but very annoying to play against. So it is what it is. Bloody blue. I'm not a fan of blue. I don't like to be negative about Magic. I respect all Magic apart from blue. But I'm not salty. No, no, no. Not at all. Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. So this deck, I think you can play it and then you sacrifice it and it can keep being played if I remember rightly. But we have a Grave Pact. Amazing. And Sheoldred. Very expensive to get out, but we'll make them sacrifice at the beginning of each turn if I can survive that long. And we have a Virtue of Persistence as well. So yeah, let's keep this hand. We've got 3 and we've got life gain. So it's 2 mana, but you have to sacrifice it unless it escapes. So for the first time it comes in, opponent discards a card, then each opponent who didn't discard a non-land card this way loses 3 life. And you know what? I'll discard land and lose 3 life on, yeah. More discard. Awesome. I'll discard you. Let's play that. I'm going to be discarding another card. Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of Sheoldred. It's so expensive and there's ways to bring it back. So yeah. We have that mana, so I just need to get rid of cards from my hand as quick as I can. But I can't play it, so if I have to discard this turn, I'm going to discard Virtue of Persistence. Although it's a great card, I just prefer Grave Pact, and I'm going to play Grave Pact this turn. Let's get it on the board. I know they'll probably have ways to kill it, but okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, let's get Grave Pact out. And then next turn we'll play Vincent. And hold up the Painful Quandary to, no doubt, discard, because that's such a better card. And then once Vincent's out, I'm not going to have the mana, but I'd like to then use that on him and make him a 4/2. Oh, okay, fair. Okay, now I've got nothing to discard, so I'm not going to play that because I'll try and kill a creature next turn. Yeah, and then they're going to be killing their own creature because of Grave Pact, so fine. Yeah. Should have played it as a land. Should have played it against the land. So this deck is just going to be, I imagine, board wipes, discard and kill spells. I think that's, you know, which, not very imaginative, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so at least we can get Vincent out this turn. They'll kill it, I imagine. One of them will be a kill spell. It's the problem with Vincent, he's cheap. He is cheap. Yeah. Gonna lose that life. I'm not gonna block because I don't want to lose Vincent again. Do they have something else? It would be great to pull a card that, you know, gets rid of Kroxa, but yeah, they've made me kill everything. So because of this, the way this deck's built, I'm going to transform it, get that life link, start getting some life back. I'm dead next turn, regardless, I think, because I'm going to lose 3 life because I've got nothing to discard. So, yeah. But because I've transformed him. Even if I kill Kroxa now, yeah. All I'm pulling is lands. So I'm going to get that life. They're going to have to discard. They'll discard Burglar at GG, and we will concede. Yeah, when they're making you throw away everything and just killing everything, there's not a lot you can do really. Just let it happen, I guess. But good game. And let's go on to the next. So I think I've won 1 game out of the 5 games I've played today. When this deck works, it works, I promise. But if you've got any suggestions, please pop a comment in. Hello to the new viewers. Thank you for joining, and thank you very much for the likes. It really means a lot. And yeah, if you fancy subscribing, I stream every other day, and I'm going to be releasing a short today as well with my favourite commanders. I've done one, but that's a learning curve because I've never done a short before, so I'm going to keep learning, and yeah, I'm looking forward to doing them. So, okay, we've got swamps, we've got Blight Beetle, which will protect me from green, so I've got that blocker there. I can make them discard, and I can gain life when creatures die. So let's keep this hand. We've got the mana. So we've had some not so good games, but that win was a good win. Sorry if any of you missed it, but yeah. So we're playing against Cloud. He has he's an attachment equipment commander. Whenever Cloud attacks, draw a card for each equipment attacking creature you control. Then if Cloud has power 7 or greater, create 2 treasure tokens. And he has haste, so he's going to be a bit of a beast to deal with. However, with our Tithing Blade and our other way to get them to sacrifice a creature, yeah, that we're going to be laughing. But we're going to be seeing some ramp. Ramp it up, boy, ramp it up. Oh, girl. I'm assuming they're fairly new because they've called themselves Flash Cloud. Doesn't mean they're not good though. They could have pumped a lot of cash in. They've done the Mastery Pass, so they could have pumped some cash in, got some great cards, got some wild cards, and this deck could be phenomenal. This is going to stop them from being able to gain +1/+1 counters, but that doesn't stop it when equipment or whatever gives them +1/+1. As much as I would like to save one of these for when my commander's out, double strike on a 3/3 is not great, so I'm getting for that. I'm not going to attack. I'm going to hold Blight Beetle back. Yeah, and here he comes. So he's going to draw 1 card this turn, and he's going to attack me for 8. So there, and I'm going to take the 8. And I'm going to get Vincent down. I'm not going to block, but I'm going to kill, hopefully, Cloud next turn. And hopefully... Oh, I should have blocked. Because he's green. I'm an idiot. I should have blocked. Why didn't I block? Okay, next time I'll block, because I'll have protection. Okay, so we're going to make... hopefully they won't kill Vincent before he gets to that stage. So we won't play this one first. We'll play Vengeful... oh, they're going to get rid of Elvish Mystic. And I'm going to block with that. And nothing happens. Awesome sauce. So I'm going to... yeah, I'm going to play that. They're going to sacrifice something. It will be Elvish Mystic. So it's going to give him a +1/+1, and then we'll play Vengeful Blood Witch, and we're not going to attack. Not yet, because next turn we'll play this, so Vincent will be getting the +4/+4. If I was them, I'd know that, so I'd attach that to that, but when Asta enters, look at the top 7 cards, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Equipment you control have equipped 1. Great card. And they have a fantastic equipment in Genji Glove. A quick creature has double strike. Whenever a quick creature attacks, if it's the first combat phase turn, untap it. After this phase there is an additional one. So now we've got 2 creatures with double strike, so I'm going to lose 8 life here if they attack. Yeah, so they're going to draw 2 cards, and I'm going to block that one. Yeah, and I'm going to then lose another 8 life. And I'm going to block with him. That's going to die. That's fine. That protects me. I gain a life. So brilliant. Okay, so let's play. So we've got enough mana. Blood Artist into Gaius Van Balesar, and we're going to get them to sacrifice. Oh, chose creature token. I misclicked. That's really annoying. I can't believe I misclicked. I need life, so yeah, I'm going to have to gain that life. Okay, we're going to kill Gaius this turn. So I'm going to lose 8 life regardless. I can't believe I pressed the wrong thing. Hello Burrito Pimp 3, thank you for joining. I'm assuming that WoW was at my my misplay. Thank you for joining the stream. It really means a lot. And I love the username, by the way. Oh no, we've taken 16 life. So yeah. And it's got trample. Okay, fair. So first up I'm going to block you with you. And then I'm going to block you with you. So I'm going to gain 2 life and lose. Yeah, no matter what, I'm dead this turn. Yeah, 1 blocker. GG. See, I've been playing since November 2024, so not massive amount, but long enough not to rush into these things and not to click the wrong button, because that would have changed everything. I am so upset right now, so very upset with myself. Well, if you don't laugh, you'll cry, won't you? So on to the next one. That was definitely my error on that game. Okay, so we're playing against Dr. Glipglop, which is another great username. Liesa, Forgotten Archangel. We'll have a look what she does. We've got some token creation. We've got some, which I'm not going to mispress this time on that card. Now we've drawn it again. Redemption will be mine. So she's a 4/5 flying lifelinker. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, return that card to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. Now that's a problem, because Sheoldred will rely on me having a graveyard. So that's good, because we can feign death, because it would still die, I think, even though it would end up in exile. So let's get Dreadhorde out, which I love this card. It is amazing. I am thinking of building a zombie deck around him as well in the future, because I do really like him. Let's play... We have nothing in graveyard, but that's a death touching creature. So let's get him on the board, because hopefully then we can defend. Okay, fine. I expect that from a dirty blue player, not a white player. I'm not salty. I'm not salty. I'm happy. It's all good. That's the thing I love about Dreadhorde. You get that zombie token each turn. There's Liliana Planeswalker in this deck. I can't think of the what it's called, that allows me to sacrifice my own creatures. That paired with Dreadhorde and Grave Pact is amazing. Yeah, I thought I might get rid of that because that's the only non-creature spell I have. No land, which is a problem. So I'm going to play that and play that. And then I'm going to attack for 2. I'm going to start gaining those lives with the zombie. I imagine we're going to see a board wipe soon. But if they do board wipe, then at least I'll get some life and a treasure token so I can get my commander out. And then the turn after that, if they don't kill it, we can then get out Gaia's Van Balesar. Okay, fine. You go ahead and tap that. This is one of those cards that you can have multiple. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to attack for 1, attack for 2. Yep, so Vincent Valentine's going to get +3/+3, but I imagine they're happy to sacrifice that because they'll do a board wipe or kill spell or something on Vincent. So this is one of those times where I think I'm going to be transforming Vincent pretty early on, because I don't think he's long for this world. Okay, we've got Boromir, which is going to stop us from being able to play free spells. However, yeah. What to do? Do I play that now? And press the right button? Yeah, let's do that. And we'll sacrifice, each player sacrifices a non-token creature of their choice, and I'm going to sacrifice Greedy Freebooter. So, what are they going to decide to sacrifice? That's the question. And I'm going to get rid of him. So, okay, it's going to become a 1/1, but I get to scry and I get a treasure token, which is fine. And I'm going to keep that, because that will help me bring back stuff from the graveyard. And then I'm going to attack with you, and I'm going to transform him. So he's now a 7/6, but if he dies, he's coming straight back. They can obviously sacrifice Boromir to make their Guardian of Angel indestructible, and I'm going to get that 7 life. So they're now down to the 8. So, are we going to see that board wipe? I'm going to gain life for the dead token, or I'm not. Did I not gain the life there? Whenever this creature or another creature I control dies. Oh, maybe I did. Okay, so now things are going to start going to the exile when they die. So let's get them to throw a creature away. May as well. They're going to return it next turn. But their creatures have got indestructible. Okay. And then I'm going to attack with everything. Yeah, they have no choice but to defend that. So I'm going to gain. They're going to leave 2. And that's it. Oh no, they got 4 because they've got lifelink, of course. I should have played that first. Silly me. If I'd have played that first. Yeah. Okay, so they've got other things they can play. They do have the lifelink, so I can't defend a flyer, don't have a flyer. But they have a board wipe. Okay. Alright, so that does impact. Was that an exile board wipe? Create a 4/1. Exile or creature, sorry. Yeah, so that wasn't. So that's why Vincent didn't come back. If I could get Sheoldred down, that would be great. Okay, I now have a Death Toucher who's going to immobilise 1. Grave Pact would be awesome here as well. Okay, yeah, fine. That's quite. I didn't realise that existence for that card. Brilliant. Okay, so let's get Vincent out. Hopefully we'll get that mana at the land for the next turn. So I'm going to attack them for 2. Fine. Annoying, but fine. So, yeah, I think. Are they gonna? They can't. Yeah, they're gonna get their commander out with lifelink, aren't they? But 2 creatures are gonna die. So destroy that. And then we're going to attack for 2. And they are dead. Yes. That was a good game. I enjoyed that. Thank you, Liesa, Forgotten Archangel, which is a really good card. Expensive to play though. Yeah, I enjoyed that game. And I didn't press the button this time. Ooh. So we now have a pack to open. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I think definitely next time I get a gold, I keep saying that, rare wild card, I'm going to definitely get Jonah. So we've got Cactuar. At the beginning of your end step, if this creature didn't enter the battlefield this turn, return it to its owner's hand. And Galilf, until end of turn, target creature gets +1/+0. Jumbo! I have seen this card so many times on Reddit. And what we got here? Come on, be good. Ooh, okay. Shantotto's Coercion. Diabolic Intent, hasn't it? Oh, Ah, I have that card in this deck, and I like this this version much better. So let's add it. Okay, here's the deck again for you new viewers. If you've got any way that you would like to, you've got any decisions, got any ideas to change this deck, then please feel free to pop it in the comments. Get out of here, and then let's add you. Right, yeah, you can move out of the way. No, I don't have that card in the deck. But a tutor for this deck is really good, and I've not had it. I've not got a tutor, so that's actually really good. It's better than sacrificing. Yeah, when I quick skimmed it, I thought it was the card that I just got rid of. Cool. I'm really pleased with that. Brilliant. So Mastery Pass, we've just unlocked level 10. So next time we get to Dark Air packs, and we have an orb, which, yeah. Can you get an alt art Vincent? No. Let's get an alt art Lightning. I am working on Lightning at the minute, so she's cool. Let's do that. Okay. I don't know why once the mastery updates, it gives you a link to the store. I don't know. I'm not sure why it does that. But anyway, right. Let's get back into the queue. I forgot it's extra XP today, isn't it? Because it's a Sunday. So if you play Arena, today's the day to play. But you only get XP normally for the first 10 games. Just to let you know, if you didn't know that already. So we're playing against Omnath, Locus of All. So this is going to be a all-colour ramp deck. Counters, kill, board wipes, all sorts. If you would lose unspent mana, that mana becomes black. Instead, at the beginning of your first main phase, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card if it has 3 or more coloured mana symbols in its mana cost. If you do, add 3 mana in any combination of colours. Yeah, okay, so we're going to see lots of good stuff. So we'll play a Swamp, and then let's play Knight of the Ebon Legion, which is a great card. When a creature dies, if a player loses 4 life, then it gets a +1/+1 counter, and you can give it +3/+3 and lifelink. So let's play the Arcane Signet, and let's attack. May as well. Hopefully we can make them lose a lot more life than that. Next turn we'll play Vincent. But then no, I won't. I'm going to hold that up. But we're going to play that, and we're going to play choose Assassin. So we'll choose Blood Artist and Swiftfoot Boots. Maybe I should have held up the mana to give him Death Touch. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, we'll make Vincent hexproof. I'm not going to be able to attack with him, and I'm not going to have enough to give the knight Death Touch on this turn. So we're just going to hold back. No attacks. We're not going to attack, not going to defend. We're just, if we take 4 life, we take 4 life. Then next turn, we will hold it up. Oh, of course. Lots of extra turns, awesome sauce, but you're not having it for free, so do one. Okay, we're going to be sitting here for a while, folks.
Oh no! I'm late for class!
Unfortunately. I imagine we're going to see lots of extra turns. Okay, so... I'm going to get rid of that swamp. And then I'm going to play Bajuka Bog. Because that will get rid of their extra turns, which I imagine they'll probably have spells to bring them back from the graveyard. So, yeah. Are we going to see lots more Planeswalkers? That's the question.
The library.
Once we get Shelly down, they'll start sacrificing and Vincent will hopefully get bigger. They're not going to attack with Omnath. They may attack with Primeval Titan because it's got trample, we'll see, but we'll hold up Knight of Ebon Legion. The problem with that is they're going to... Maybe I could go for the Planeswalker. Yeah, there you go, you see, extra turn. You know what, we're going to be here for a while, so I'm going to say good game and concede, because, yeah, this is why I'm not a fan of blue, because you could just end up sitting there for ages. Too many turns, ways to bring it back from the graveyard, it's just too much. And I'm not going to get the turn to play the Bajuka Bog, otherwise... yeah, that would have upset them a little bit, I think, if I'd have managed to get rid of them. But it's what blue players like to do. Stop you from being able to play your stuff and take many, many, many extra turns. Okay, so we're playing against Summit, the Driving Force, which is a red, green, white deck. We've got Grave Pact and Protection for Vincent, so that's fantastic. Target creature gets -3/-3, so we've got a kill spell, and we've got life gain. So let's do it. I'm going to hold up the Virtue until we've got Vincent out. Oh, we've got Unstoppable Slasher, so that'll probably be my next spell. So, First Strike, Vigilance, Haste. Other creatures you control get +X/+0, where X is your speed. Non-creature spells you cast cost X less to cast, where X is your speed. Okie dokie, so we're going to be able to create lots of rats. So that's good. So I'm hoping that we get that extra mana. I'm going to... Yes, we do. So I'm going to not attack with the Unstoppable Slasher, and I'm not going to attack with Piper of the Swarm. I'm just going to stop them for attacking for now. Then, because they're green, likelihood is they're going to have a way to get rid of enchantment. So I'm going to play Vincent this turn and then concentrate on Mithril Coat and not worry about that. Maybe get that one down first. So let's play Vincent. Okay, we're not going to attack. I am going to attack. Because they may not defend, but they will lose half their life rounded down. So I can block an Esper Sentinel and Paladin. We won't kill Paladin, but at least we can stop that damage from going through. I'm not going to be blocking Summit. No blocks. It has First Strike, that's fine. And because they've got extra power, that's brilliant. So I'm going to... Do I kill Esper Sentinel here? Or do I protect Vincent? Even if they play Swords to Plowshare though, if they've got... But they're also red, so they could deal 3 damage. That's got First Strike, so that could kill my Unstoppable Slasher. I'm going to play Grave Pact. They're going to draw a card, and then I'm going to attack with Unstoppable Slasher. Either they block it with Summit, or Esper Sentinel. That's going to make Vincent bigger. Yeah, so mine's going to die. They're going to have to sacrifice a creature. And that can come back. They're going to have to sacrifice something, so Vincent is going to get bigger regardless. And now be a 5/5. So I can defend against Summit this turn. And then next turn, hopefully we'll get another mana and we can... they're trying to ramp. Then we can protect Vincent and or kill their Mer. The Mer. So I'm going to start losing life, and now they've got +1/+1. Okay, not good with Summit, so Summit's going to attack. So I am going to kill one of them next turn. Okay, I'm going to lose a life. They're going to attack with Summit, which I'm not going to defend. Okay, they're obviously thinking, having a wee little think. Thank you for joining and thank you very much for the likes. Okay, so they've got that token. So I'm going to kill the Mer. I imagine they're going to attack with Charming and Summit. No, okay. I'm going to... What am I going to do? So that's discard, so that's not going to help me. I could protect Vincent, but they'll just defend with Summit and that won't die, that won't get any bigger. You know what, I'm going to do that, which is going to give me that bit of life gain. He's going to get nice and beefy. Then I'm going to make a rat, so I've got something to defend Summit with. And then I'm going to attack and transform just in case they decide to kill. Okay, fine. Yeah, I was going to say if they block, they're going to have to then sacrifice Summit. Okay, and we're going to get to do 7. That's great, and if they attack, we'll block with the rat. They'll have to then sacrifice one of those things. Won't make Galleon Beast bigger now, but... And then we'll protect him with Mithril Coat. No, we'll take him out with life. We'll play Grey Merchant of the Asphodel next. The Grey Ass. We'll get him out, and hopefully win the game where we're good with life. Are they going to attack? Oh, I don't have the mana for that yet. Oh, come on, land. They're having another wee little think. Their creatures are going to get bigger. We just need that land. Come on. I know red has a lot of damage creatures and such and stuff, but luckily they don't really have any spells that do that amount of damage unless they pay a lot of mana. But they could kill something else, but then anything they kill, they're then going to have to discard. If they do kill Galleon, then he'll come back as Vincent. They'll have to sacrifice something. So they're trying to do as much damage as they can. I'm going to stop 7 of that by blocking with a rat. They'll have to discard something. they'll still have a blocker. But if we get the land, we can play Grey-ass and we'll be happy. Brilliant. There we go. So they're going to lose 7 and yeah. GG, Summit. That was a good game. I enjoyed that. Yeah, that was good. Okay, so we've now got our 3rd win. When this deck works, it works. And Grave Pact is such a great card in this deck. It really stops people from wanting to attack. It kind of stops them in their tracks. But against green, as we know, they have an awful lot of removal. Of enchantment removal. So, makes it a bit more difficult. I was saving up to get the lands with the 7th Heaven because I love 7th Heaven. So I was saving up for that. However, the other day they had my favourite lands of all time because I just love the artwork on sale in the store. So I ended up getting the. Unfortunately, I didn't play Arena when Phyrexian came out, so I missed out on that, which I'm gutted about. But so I was able to get a couple of those lands, so I spent all the gold I had on that. But one of them was the white one, which is my favourite land of all time. So yeah, so we're playing against Karametra, which is a god. As long as your devotion to green and white is less than 7. Karametra isn't a creature. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may search your library for a forest or plains card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Okie dokie. We have some Bring Backera from the Graveera, and we have some life gain. We've got ways to make them sacrifice, ways to bring stuff back, and we've got ways to tax them, either discard or loss of life. So we've got some good cards. Oh, sorry, holding up priority there. My bad. So let's get out to Laporte Cutthroat this turn. So I would gain life. They would lose a life if one of my creatures died. Yeah. Next turn, unless I pull something, I won't have anything to play. So okay. Geyser, the Hellraiser. I may as well attack for 1. So we have, we'll hold up priority there. Skeletons and zombies you control get +1/+1 and have menace. Whenever you commit a crime, create 2 tap 2/2 blue and black zombie rogue creature tokens. This ability triggers only once each turn. So it's great to have things to sacrifice. So they've now got their commander on board. Okay, so we can get them to kill creatures that they have. So let's get Vincent on before we do any of that good stuff. So I'm going to attack for 1. Do I waste him against Root Rider Fawn? Yes, because then I can bring it back. And then I can bring it back with Sam's Desperate Rescue. And then I'm not going to block. I'll take 6, that's fine. Okay. Let's do that. They're going to make Vincent nice and beefy. Excuse me. Do you sack the god or do you sack the tyrant? Good question. Resolve. That comes back and they gain 3 life. Destroy target creature if it has mana value 2 or less. And no. And I'm going to get rid of that. So that's going to make him even bigger. Resolve all. So 9/9. And then we'll get them to sacrifice a token next turn. Am I going to transform? No. No, I am not. So they're going to lose the 9. Yes, I'm going to lose 6 this turn. I could play the Feign Death. So that Tyrant is going to die next turn. So if they try to kill Vincent, so I'm going to lose 12. Oh, if I play that, Vincent's going to get another 6. So, regardless, because I'll get them to sacrifice. Oh no, but then they'll sacrifice that. I could stop 6 of the damage by playing Feign Death against Ullaport. I'm going to do that, and then each player sacrifices a token, because he's going to get either 6 or 3. And then I'm going to attack with him. I'm going to transform him now. I don't have the Feign Death anymore, unfortunately. Grave Pact would have been beautiful to have here. Okay. So he is going to die, but he's going to come back on the board. So we decline that. He comes back, and now we've got Gaius. What I can do is next turn I could Feign Death on. Okay. The Hoof. Yeah, I'm dead this turn, I think. So each creature's going to get plus 5/5. So I'm going to block. They're going to have trample. And yeah. I think I'm dead. Good game. GG. 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 Good game though. Yeah, the Hoof always does it, and it just green. Always, they always seem to have it at the ample opportunity. Every time. Okay. So I'm going to save up the gold today and buy a Mystic pack. I know it's not the best use of gold. I know that the best way to get cards is to play limited. But I love opening packs. I just think it's fun and I enjoy it, and that's exactly why I play the game. So I know people often, you see people on Reddit say, no, don't open packs. It's a waste, but I just enjoy it. Okay, so we've only got 2 lands, but we have got Jadar and some removal, and a way to bring Jadar back when they kill it, if they kill it. So I'm going to keep that. And we're playing against another Vincent deck. The race is now on. Hello there. I'm ready to brawl. So let's play you and let's play Jadar. Someone will best. I didn't read all that. Right, so they're ramping, and we're going to kill their ramp just because I don't have another land, and yeah. I don't have another land, which is going to be a problem. They have land, clearly. So next turn will be Heraldic Banner, I think. When this enchantment enters, each opponent sacrifices a creature or vehicle of their choice. Each opponent who can't discards a card. Okay, I'll discard my zombie. That's fine. Yay! And we will play Heraldic Banner. And we'll choose black. And we'll attack for 2. So next turn, Vincent. And we can also bring Jadar back if they kill it. Unfortunately with that though, Vincent's going to get beefier. So let's play Vincent. I'm going to... They're not going to swap. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to attack for 3. They're not going to defend. Oh, of course, yeah, they're going to get +1/+1. I shouldn't have done that. Yes, I'm going to take him back and then use Sam's rescue on Jadar. And then let's play that. So they lose a life, they have to discard, and they mill a card. Oh yes! Oh god! Phyrexian Obliterator is horrible. Oh no! Yes, of course it's black. Yeah. I'm gonna play Vincent and I'm gonna hold up. I imagine they're going to be killing it this turn. I'm not going to attack. Yeah. They gain some more life. They're playing the staff. Okay. So, let's do this. I'm going to destroy target creature. That's going to make Vincent beefy. Then I'm going to destroy target creature. That's going to make Vincent even beefier. Yes, it will come back. Wait, what? What am I missing? Wait, what? Whenever a source deals damage to this creature, that source's controller sacrifices that many. When this enchantment enters, each opponent... Wait, what? Whenever a creature in a opponent... But... That... Wait, what? I'm confused. Why did I lose that life? Am I being an idiot here? Hello, Matt55. Feed the swarm, take your health. You have 3. How did I lose that 3? Thank you for joining the stream, by the way. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that was... Yeah. I was hoping to kill both of their creatures and then get the life that way, make Vincent massive, and then transform him this turn. But for some reason, killing them made me lose 4 life. Oh crap! Yes, I see what you mean. Oh no! Oh yeah, of course, feed the swarm. I didn't think. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Oh, of course, feed the swarm. I knew it was going to be something. If I'd have just played that, destroyed that, that would have become... Yeah. If I'd have just played Hero's Downfall, left it at that, transformed it, then attacked, gained the life back, and then feed the swarm to get rid of their commander. Such a fool. I bet they are laughing their heads off. At least I went out my way. By my own hand. Rather than them kill me. I'm going to go with that. It was on purpose. I did that on purpose. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Didn't want them to kill me, so I just thought I'd do it myself. Yeah, it happens. Yeah. Thanks for that. I probably would have been... It didn't even occur to me that I killed myself then. Didn't even occur. Yeah. I was just excited to kill both of those things. Oh dear. Okay, so Minw, White Mage. Thank you for telling me that, Matt, because I would have struggled. Yeah. So we've got some destroy. We've got Blood Artist for life gain. We've got them to sacrifice something. Jadar would have been great to have with Innocent Blood, but hopefully we'll pull him. So yeah, let's do it. Let's see what we're playing against. So we're playing against Minw, White Mage, which is a human cleric with Vigilance and Lifelink. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on each cleric. So they're going to get nice and big, which is good for me because anything I kill will also help Vincent get nice and big. And we like Vincent to get nice and large. That's going to get big, so let's not wait for Vincent to be on the board. Let's kill that. Brilliant. So we'll get Blood Artist down now. The turn after Vincent will make them sack whatever they've got on the board. So that's going to be nice. Okay, Distinguished Conjurer, which is a human wizard. Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life. Surprise, surprise. This turn I'm going to play Sheoldred Assimilator, so I can put Fatal Push back into my library. Obviously I'm not going to attack this turn, and I'm going to end the turn there. We need that one more land though, one more land. Come on. No, it's not what I'm after. We may as well play that. I could. We may as well get them to sacrifice. I'm going to sacrifice Zul. They're going to lose a life. I'm going to gain a life. But then I can put that back into my library. Are they going to want to swap because that's a life gainer? No. So it would be nice to have the land, but it's just not happening for us this turn. That's going to get nice and beefy, so we'll hopefully be able to kill that at some point. We're not going to block, we'll just take the 1. But we'll Fatal Push A permanent hasn't left the battlefield. Let's get rid of your life gainer. I'm going to gain a life, they're going to lose a life. And then target player, they're going to gain life to the toughness, but at least I can bring stuff back with my Shelly, and they concede. Good win. That's a beautiful thing with Sheoldred's Assimilator. Bringing that stuff back is really good, and people know that the stuff's coming back, so anything they play I'm going to be able to kill. So yeah, alright, GG. So we've won 4 games, lost probably 5 or 6, 2 of them because of misplays, which I'm still kicking myself about, both of them. That's going to stay with me all day, I promise you, all day that is going to stay with me. Please don't judge me too harshly. Thank you for joining the stream, I really do appreciate it, and thank you very much for the likes. I stream every other day, so my next stream is going to be Tuesday, where I'll be playing with Tifa. Each stream I play with Brawl with a commander of my choosing. If there is a commander you'd like to see me play with, then please drop it in comments, and I will consider making a deck with it. Unfortunately, I have no wild cards, so it has to be a commander that I've got, but you don't know what I've got. So if I've got it, I'll make it, but if I don't, I won't. Simple as. Okay, so we've only got 1 mana, but we've got some great cards. Do I risk it for a biscuit? I'm going to risk it. I'm not going to regret that decision. Ooh, another land. Okay, cooking with gas. Okay, so we'll play Knight of Even Legion first. We'll hold him back. We can give him Death Touch if needed. We're playing against Omnath, Locus of Creation. When Omnath, Locus of Creation enters, draw a card. Whenever you play a land, you gain 4 life, and if it's the first time, this ability is resolved this turn. If it's the second time, you add 4. If it's the third time, it deals 4 damage to each opponent and each planeswalker you don't control. So it is a nasty, nasty card. And we have got the mana, so that's great. We can't play anything other than Infestation Mage this turn. And we're not going to attack. So we're just going to sit pretty. We can't give Knight of Even Legion Death Touch yet. So the question is, no blocks. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to play Heraldic Banner. I'm going to do the ramp. I was thinking either Heraldic Banner or Yeheni. I'm going to attack with Infestation Mage. Are they going to block? No, they won't. But at least I've managed to get a bit of damage in. I'll take 5 damage when they attack with both of those next turn. That's fine. But at least next turn I'm guaranteed to be able to get Vincent out. Yeah, so I'll stream every other day, and I'm also going to be posting daily shorts. I've made one already, which isn't great, but I've never made a short before, so it's a learning curve. I'm not going to block, I'll take the 5, which I was expecting to take anyway. So let's get him down. Let's get that down. And then I'm not going to attack. I'm going to hold that back. Infestation Sage I will use to block, which will kill Infestation Mage, and then I'll get a +1/+1 flyer. And then next turn, I would like to kill Omnath, but giving Vincent 6 is just too good. So right now I'll get a little flyer. Yes. So I'm going to play 3 to kill that. That's just going to slow them down a speck. Give Vincent the extra 5. Then I'm going to play Unstoppable Slasher, and I'm going to keep him back. He's going to have Death Touch. I'm going to attack for 8, and I'm going to transform him. So I'm going to get 9 life. Are they going to block? No, we've got Trample, we've got now life gain, and I'm got more life than when I started. Next turn is going to be Massacre Worm, I think. Or Yeheni first into Massacre Worm. They now have a blocker for Ashaya. But can we pull something great here? I'm going to save the Massacre Worm because he's going to get bigger, and I'm going to attack with Galleon to get that 9 life. And I'm going to attack with Knight of Even Legion. I'm going to give that Death Touch. So we're attacking for 6, 9. Okay, so Knight's gonna die, but at least one of their creatures is dead. Oh no, it's got first strike! Damn! And I can make Yeheni indestructible. If damage would be dealt to this creature while it has +1/+1 counter to prevent that damage. Damn! Damn. Okay, so they're gonna gain life. That's fine. Ashai is really great with their deck because every creature they play is now a land. They don't have indestructible. Not indestructible, trample. I'm sure there's lots of ways. Fine. Yeah, okay. That's okay. We still have the mana to play Massacre Worm next turn. So let's play Massacre Worm. That's going to give Yeheni +3/+3, +1/+1. Okay, they're going to gain that life, they're going to lose some life. Yeah, that's fine. Then we're going to attack with 1, 2, 3 and 4. They're going to prevent that damage and kill that. I'm going to do that and sacrifice you. That's going to return to the battlefield tapped. That's going to make him indestructible, and we're going to do 6 damage. They're going to lose 2 life because of Massacre Worm. Yanni's going to get bigger, and they're going to die. Brilliant. Just by slowing Omnath down, that spec is enough to stop them from getting the life gain, and enough to win the game. Beautiful. Happy Father's Day to any viewers in the UK. I've had a lovely day so far. I've been treated very well. My daughter's baked for me, and I've been made... my other daughter makes hammer beads. And if you don't know what they are, they're like these little beads that you eye in and then they stick together. And she makes me, every time it's my birthday or Father's Day, she makes me something nerdy. So like I have all the magic symbols in hammer beads. I've got movie poster hammer beads. I've got the 4 Ninja Turtles because I'm a big Ninja Turtles fan. Hello Logan, thank you for joining the stream. Thoughts about playing Vincent in casual EDH? Thoughts? I mean, I really like Vincent. I think he's a fantastic card. He pairs really well with Grave Pact. I mean, I play casual EDH, and I like this deck so much that I'm in the process of making it in paper for my pod. So yeah, I'd definitely give it a go. But I'm also thinking that first, prior to that, I'm going to go with Tifa, because I just think Tifa is just a beast. If I was gonna invest in anything, cash wise, it would be Tifa. So yeah, that's my choice. Thank you very much, Logan, for joining the stream and for commenting. I really appreciate it. What's everybody's favourite card from the new Final Fantasy set? For me, it has to be. My next stream is going to be Tifa. That's on Tuesday at 11 AM. What's your thoughts on that time of the day? I was thinking about doing an evening stream because I know people are at work and stuff during the day. Saw someone play Vivi Voltron earlier this morning. That was wild. Yeah, Vivi is crazy, absolutely crazy. With this deck against Vivi, I mean, I've not seen as much Vivi as I thought I was going to see, to be honest. I don't know if it's just the decks that I've been playing. We're playing against Rev, Tithe Extract, another black deck. Whenever you attack a target creature against death until end of turn, whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. Then look at the top card of that player's library and exile it face down. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled. So this is going to be a race, and they're going to have lots of killing and board wipes, I imagine. Yeah, Vivi. I'm not seeing as many as I thought I would. But, you know, yeah, like you say, it goes crazy. When that deck works, it really works. So, I've not got VV, and I don't have the wild card to get VV. I'm not a massive player of blue, if I'm honest. I'm going to slow them down, just because, yeah, I think giving me enough time to get Vincent out, and do a little bit of damage and then start killing their stuff, I think is the way to go here. Yeah, and we've got death touches, which is going to stop me from blocking. However, I do have a couple of more kill spells, so let's get Vincent. I'm not going to attack because they'll just kill it. And another Nazgul. Nice, they're going to make it bigger, but that's good for me because that's going to make Vincent bigger, and I'm not going to attack. So if I get another land, I think, could I kill both of them? No. So I'm going to play that, give my creatures +1, +0. I'm going to feed the swarm. Yes, I'm taking a lot of life, but it's worth it. That's going to make Vincent big. Then I'm going to play Bajuka Bog to get rid of their graveyard. I'm not going to attack yet. I'm going to hold off. I do think they're going to try and kill Vincent. But if they don't, I'm going to Fell the Profane that Nazgul next turn. No blocks. And then I'll transform Vincent. But they've killed it and it comes back. Okay, fair. That's totally fair. Okay, but we can play Vincent straight away. So we're going to do that. We're going to play him back. So we've still got a 3-4. We've still got the... I'm not going to play that as a land. We'll hold that up. I play Vivi, but never thought to run Voltron in it though. My goal is just to run damage spells, counter spells, and extra turn spells. Have a Leer on field and just flashback everything. Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't think I've seen a Voltron deck actually. Thinking about it. Yeah, no, yeah, good point. I didn't realise he said Voltron. I speed read it and skipped past that part. Yeah, no, I've not seen a Voltron deck either. It's like you play it, you know, with the extra turns and the storm and damage spells, and it just, yeah, before you know it, you're just dead. Such a good card though. I am hoping to get it at some point, but it'll be when I unlock it with packs, unfortunately. So yes, you make that Nazgul bigger. I'm going to kill it next turn. So we're not going to block. That's fine. I'm going to play Playcrafter rather than go to Profane. I should have played that first. I'm a silly boy. I'm going to get rid of the Playcrafter just because Hungry Ghoul can get bigger if I sacrifice. We're going to transform Vincent, so even if they kill it, it will come back to the battlefield, and I'll gain 8 life back. Why didn't I attack with Hungry Ghoul? And they're going to kill. That's fine. They lose 2 life, I gain another 2 life. That's okay. Hopefully, yeah, we're going to kill that. It's only a 1-2, but oh, it's a 2-3. But yeah, let's kill that. They're going to lose 8 life, and I'm going to get another 8 life. I wish the ability, once you transform him, carries on with getting +1/+1 every time a creature dies. Damnation. That's gonna... oh, damn it. Why did I do that? That was a misclick. Let's bring Vincent back. I'm such a fool. Have they got another creature to play or another kill spell? I imagine another kill spell. Yeah, okay, fine. Fine. We'll play that. And then we'll play that. They're down to 1 life. We've got the protection with pay 2 life. So they can't kill it. I should have played that last time. Again. So they can't... yeah, they can't play the 2 life. They've just wasted their mana. And we win! GG! I got super lucky and managed to pick up one of the Final Fantasy secret letters. Oh, nice! Yeah, they sold out really quickly, didn't they? I saw the queues on Secret Lair were really bad, at which they need to sort that out, really. Yeah. I was lucky enough to get Ryu and Ken from Street Fighter when they came out. I know they're not that expensive now, to be fair, but yeah, love them, absolutely love them. I love Secret Lair. I really like the SpongeBob as well, but they always sell out super quick. But yeah, you are lucky to get one because they sold out super quick. I'm a bit jelly if I'm honest. Okay, but that's going to be it for me guys today. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you joining and watching with me and watching me fumble the ball on many occasions. But yes, I'm going to go and spend the time with the kids because it's Father's Day here. So yes, thank you, Logan. Thank you, Matt, for taking part and joining the comments. And thank you for the likes. I know it doesn't mean anything, but it's nice. It's nice to get them. So I know it doesn't mean anything with regard to the algorithm and whatnot, but yeah, it just means a lot. I waited in line for 6 hours and I was there before drop time. I grabbed Grimoire, the one with heroic intent. Oh, nice. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm really jelly. That is no problem at all. Yeah, I hope to see you in the next live, which again is going to be on Tuesday, 11 a.m. UK time. I know it's a bit early in the day for a Tuesday. I know people work. If you think I should change the time to an evening, to a later stream, please drop a comment and let me know. And thanks ever so much again. I know I've said that a billion times, but yeah, you're amazing. Thank you. And I will see you in the next one. Take care now. Love you. Bye.